Sessions and Lessons Unscripted.
Let's go.
And now your hosts, Joel and Gloria Rosario.
Everybody, it's your buddy Joel. Yes, I'm still sick, but still, the school voice. I still got the school voice. Anyways, thanks for tuning in again for the Sessions and Lessons podcast. I'm your host, Joel Rosario. As always, next to me, the wonderful co-host, the co-host with the most, Gloria Rosario. Hello, Gloria.
Hello, everybody.
How are you today?
Good. It sounds like I'm getting sick.
See, I knew that was gonna happen.
Thank you. I
Excuse me.
appreciate you sharing. Just not sharing germs.
Sharing is caring.
Lies.
I care very much.
Yeah.
All right, well, welcome back, everybody. We have a couple. I guess this episode is going to be a little more fun than usual. Well, we try to make it fun every
We're
time.
always fun.
Yeah, we're always fun.
We're always
But
fun.
it's a little more lighthearted than usual. Gloria and I was talking about just nostalgia. Basically, we were like reminiscing on stuff. We're always talking about like, past things or whatever, things we used to do. And like I've stated before, we're both really big nerds. So um Saturday morning cartoons, we share interest in video games, and of course we most of the time we're trying to be adults.
Trying.
Trying.
Is the keyword.
Everybody out there, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not very good at adulting at all. So that's something that I'm constantly working on. But yeah, we're just talking about back in the day and all that stuff because especially now with podcasts, we've been like talking about so much different stuff. Um, yeah, it's like a back and forth on just like stuff we did when we were kids and dumb things we used to do, trouble we used to get into, stuff we liked, so on and so on.
Yeah, it's been kind of one of those things where you start talking about one thing and all of a sudden it opens up the floodgates and you're like remembering stuff that you haven't thought about in years or people you haven't thought about in years.
Yeah, I mean it's funny how much you remember, right? Like your life moves on or whatever, but those memories are always burned into your brain. So, uh, how was your week, Gloria? Was it a good week or
Yeah, it's a good week.
so? Yeah, I mean my day's been a bit normal. You know what I mean? Like nothing crazy. I'm my boring self. So yeah. So you were reading some about nostalgia and stuff like that, or you came across something on the social medias or something like that?
It was just basically a little, I guess, um what's it called? A blurb that I came across. Where they were talking about nostalgia
Mm-hmm.
and how it's both good and bad,
Mm-hmm.
right? So there's sensory triggers that are like smells, tastes, your senses
Mm-hmm.
that invoke your
Basically, like
triggers.
triggers.
Yeah, they trigger memories.
Yeah, there's that
Sensory
magic
triggers.
word,
Yeah,
right?
sensory triggers. Hello.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then we're talking about
That's kind of normal though, right? Because like you hear a song and it triggers a memory, or you see a movie, it triggers a memory.
You know, speaking of smells, there are two smells.
I don't know where this is going.
No, I can go either way.
Yeah.
No, there are two smells that instantly just take me back to like my childhood.
Which are what?
A lot of girls or a lot of women or guys too are gonna remember the smell of strawberry shortcake's breath.
Oh, I remember that.
Let me tell
All
you,
I remember is strawberry and plastic.
no, it was
Everybody, people out there
silence.
know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it smells
No.
like strawberries, but also smell like plastic.
But it was the most magical plastic strawberry smell. And
Wow, strawberry shortcake.
it's so hard to find that specific smell, but when I came across somebody who had a strawberry shortcake, or strawberry shortcake, the doll, an
Really?
original one.
Oh, that thing had the reek like
Let me tell you,
old strawberry and plastic.
it smelled like my childhood, and it instantly brought back. I was not a very girly girl. I mean, even now as an adult, I'm not a very girly girl. But the one doll that I took care of besides my Cabbage Patch was my strawberry shortcake. Those were my best friends.
That reminds me of a funny story. I used to work with this guy. Excuse me. Speaking of Cabbage Patch, and him and his brother played a little trick on her. Their little sister wanted a Cabbage Patch doll so bad, right?
Those things were so hard to come
Oh, I
by.
remember that was what, in the early '80s.
Yeah, I didn't even get it until like I think a year and a half, 2 years after they came out.
Really?
Well,
you couldn't even find those.
You couldn't
things.
find them, and
Yeah.
this is just like, okay, well, here's this other doll.
Yeah, so these two guys wanted to play a prank on their little sister. She really wanted one of those Cabbage Patch dolls. So the one brother tells her, if you put a head of cabbage in the freezer, it'll turn into a Cabbage Patch doll. And the little girl's like, oh, wow. So she put a head of cabbage in there. And then I guess one day the dad found it or something. And he's like, what the heck's this head of cabbage doing in the freezer? And the two boys are in the background laughing, right?
Uh-huh.
And the little girl's like, oh, well, so-and-so told me if I put the thing in there that it would turn into a Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh, the atrocity.
Yeah. So, of course, the dad got kind of mad. So he's like, you too, blah, blah, blah. And then he ended up finding one for her and buying it for her.
Aww.
But it was like, that was like so mean. But anyways.
Yeah, so the other smell that will take me back instantly to my childhood is the smell of flour tortillas.
What?
This is why
insert
I'm
joke
fat,
here,
dude.
people.
Yeah, this is why I'm fat, because
Wow. Flour tortillas.
No, that's
like me saying rice and beans. Or
look, man, you have to understand, like, if you grew up in my family and you were lucky
I know
enough.
the whole struggle meal thing, right?
No, not even the struggle meal.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like Kings when we went to Mexico. Like, Mom always said, as long as there's rice and beans, you'll never go hungry. And she's not lying.
That's true.
No, but the reason why it brings back so many memories is because my grandmother, when we used to go to Mexico, and even when she used to come visit, when she was able to, way, 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 way back.
Mm-hmm.
I was the oldest one, and I would beg her to please make me tortillas. And she would, like,
those handmade tortillas are the best.
Okay, and it was like, it's a nostalgia thing. Like, it was just like, in Mexico, like not everybody has a stove. Like my grandmother had a stove, but she had like
A lot
this.
of people have outside, excuse me, outside kitchens.
No, my grandmother's kitchen. Well, I know what you're saying,
Yeah.
but my grandmother's kitchen was kind of like weird. It was like old school with like modern
Mhm.
things for that time
Yeah,
period.
yeah. I know.
And I remember that my grandmother would wake up at like earlier than everybody because she would make tortillas for
Mhm.
my grandfather's workers when they were working the fields and stuff. And the aroma of the firewood on the how do you say comal in English?
Griddle?
No,
I mean, your flat surface, cooking surface.
iron skillet for
Yeah,
lack.
I
It's like
guess.
a flat iron skillet.
Right.
It's the best way to describe it. I'm sure that
Almost
they're
like a griddle.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's flat. Anyways, so um they would put that over the fire and it would get hot and my grandmother would make the tortillas.
Right.
So the smell of like the firewood just crackling and like the smells from the fire,
Oh, I can't even imagine.
oh man, that was like the best thing. And then like
Yeah.
you would wake up and the aroma of coffee would hit you
Oh my
with
gosh.
the smell of these like
That totally sounds good.
oh man. And every time I make them.
Mhm.
I can make flour tortillas. I've made them before. But there was just something about my grandmother's tortillas.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's
even
grandma's
now, like
tortillas.
my younger cousins, not all of them got to experience, that because they were like younger.
Mhm.
But as we grew older, my grandmother would still come and stuff, and they went to go visit her. And the first thing everybody would ask for were the tortillas, the flour tortillas.
Mhm.
I'm saying tortillas like I can't pronounce tortillas. I just caught
The
myself.
tortillas.
Tortillas.
The flour
Oh my
tortillas.
god. No. Okay, off
Whatever,
track. Off track.
Becky.
Yeah.
So okay, so you mentioned smells and stuff triggering. What else did you find out?
Hold on. Let me look it back.
I'm trying to think of I mean there's tons of things that trigger memories. the This may sound kind of gross, but it's funny. I don't know if you guys out there who likes pecans, I don't know how you want to say it.
Pecans.
When I was a kid, and I still get the icks when I eat pecans sometimes, because I remember one time I was at some party when I was a kid, and it was during the holidays, and you know how they have like trays with nuts and stuff like that, bowls, and they had pecans, and I couldn't open it, right? I'm trying to open it. So my goofy self used my teeth to break open a
Oh
pecan.
no.
So I, excuse me, I did get it open, but you know how the skin in there is very bitter?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so bitter. I like started to gag, and then I had to run to the bathroom, and I was like dry heaving in there.
Ugh.
And every time I see a freaking pecan or I go to eat one, I remember that. Told you it was kind of gross.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I'm telling you, I'm a weird dude. What else did you come across?
So they were saying that it also has an emotional impact. So often when we get like pleasant feelings, nostalgic feelings bring pleasure, and it triggers sensory responses. But they're saying that excessive dwelling on the past can prevent enjoyment of the present.
That is very true. Very true. You're just gonna hold yourself back.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with you know, sitting there reminiscing about the past and
About
stuff.
bad stuff, no.
No.
I mean, if anything, that's like lessons to learn from, right? So
Yeah.
you got to learn from your past, and try not to repeat it. Obviously, if it's a negative thing, but you have to, nostalgia is another good tool, right, to better yourself because you can use past experiences and past, whatever to your advantage, really, because then it's like, the stove is hot, don't touch the stove. Well, if you burn yourself once, you're not going to do it again, right?
Yeah.
Because you learned from it. You remembered, oh, stove hot, don't touch that. So it's same thing with the like reminiscing and nostalgia. I think the difference is reminiscing and dwelling is two different things.
Yeah.
I guess reminiscing, there's more of a fondness to it, or like, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, I don't know. Fondness was the first thing that came to mind, but dwelling is almost kind of like
It sounds like regret.
yeah, and it's kind of like anxiety,
I,
kind of
I had to catch myself. I almost said regret.
regret. Yeah, that's because we always say regret instead
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm
regret.
saying. I
That's
caught
why.
myself. But yeah, you're right though.
But also, you won't grow if you don't reflect on things. So, not negatively, of course, but then you can also see patterns too, like in your past. You know, if you had bad patterns, you can always write them. Your past, your history is like,
It's who you are.
yeah, and it's also like a teacher, like shows you things along your path, and then you can even those mistakes, you can turn all those mistakes into you could right those wrongs per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and just and it helps you move forward. Like you can, and like you were just saying, you can get yourself stuck, but you can get yourself unstuck, and then once you learn from certain mistakes, you move on, and then you better yourself, and that'll even make you. I think that'll boost your confidence a little bit. What do you think?
I could see that. Um I was thinking more along the lines of the pleasure that you get from nostalgia. You know,
Yeah, that's if you're going. Yeah, if you're looking at it
in the positive
in the
aspects.
positive aspect. Yeah,
But I don't know. I've never really dwelled on, the nostalgia or the things in the past because like you said, they're opportunities to learn.
yeah,
It's not necessarily like a bad thing.
man. I seen this line this saying that really jumped out at me, and it was really good. It was the past is a reference, not a residence. How
Yes,
deep is that?
very.
It's like you're
I
not
felt
supposed to
that.
live in the past. You gotta like you yeah, you can use it for reference. You can learn from it, but you're not supposed to live there, which a lot of us out there do, and I'm
Yeah,
guilty of that. Tell
definitely.
me about it. Like
Yeah.
you guys out there listening, yeah, I'm guilty and hand raised, like living in the past, and we all do it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think that it's with the nostalgia and the regrets and like the dwelling, I think that sometimes it's harder for people to kind of navigate through that because you don't realize sometimes that you're bringing the past into the present, and I think that's where like the line gets fuzzy if it makes
that's very
sense.
true. People, that's and that, again, guilty of the same thing. So you you're you're gonna bring that into into your present and possibly into your future. So basically, you're just going to repeat the same mistake again.
Yeah.
And that's what you're trying to avoid. So, yeah, that's very, very good. I mean, it's something everybody's got to think about.
Yeah, at some point you just kind of have to shake off the past, all the negative things and just carry the positives. You know, um I definitely carry memories from the past, especially like childhood friends and relationships with teachers, that kind of stuff. Like that's the ooey gooey, like
Yeah, those are all
chocolate chip cookie feeling,
yeah, those are
like
all positives.
those are the positives. But I find it that sometimes it's a lot easier to think about like the negative parts of
You're saying it's easier to think about the negative stuff?
yeah,
Mm.
not necessarily easier, but I think it can creep in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It creeps in because you can't have one without the other, and it's
Yeah, that's
easier.
true.
It's easier to kind of
Yeah, because it's always lurking in the background.
right,
Yeah,
right,
I get it
yeah,
for sure. Yeah, so yeah, we were talking about nostalgia, and it's you're gonna get there's lessons to be learned with that too, but also uh, in the more fun sense, we were talking about a lot of all of our nerdy things from back in the day.
yeah. We're actually kind of. It's funny because the studio, for lack of a better whatever, um is full of nostalgia. I look around the room, I see like Ursula, and I see Spider-Man and Batman, Captain America, Power Ranger, all sorts of things, and these are all things that we brought from our
Yeah,
childhood.
but it both combined.
Yeah, and it's like I love coming into this room because it's just like sometimes I forget what we have in here, and it's funny because we're in here like a lot,
Yeah. So for those that don't know, I'm an older dude. I just turned
way older.
not that old. Well, I just turned a big 50,
Fitty.
not that long ago. Gloria is just a few years uh younger than I am, so we're kind of in the same, I guess, what Gen Xers, right? You're more of a well, I don't know if you would be considered Gen X. You were born in 81.
I think all those titles are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, labels are usually stupid,
No,
but
especially those like I'm a millennial, I'm a Gen X. Like, I don't care. What kind of person are you is what I
neither do
care.
I. But yeah, we had a lot of. That's one reason why we stayed together because we were so compatible. We were into all the same stuff.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I was living with my brother before I moved in with you, he's like you know, you're gonna take all this stuff like to his house? And I was like, yes, what do you want me to
Yes,
do?
bring it all
I
here.
was like, do you know how long and how much money I've spent on most of the crap that I have,
So just think about it, everybody. She brought all her nerdy stuff and added it onto my nerdy stuff.
And the thing is that I still have boxes in the basement
Yeah,
of stuff and in the garage. Add that to my planting, gardening,
that's
it's
just
just
one of your hobbies.
right. And it's just like I love coming in here. This is like, you know,
This is our little game room, I
our
guess.
little chill spot. I mean, yeah, we have like electronics in here and
Well, some of our video gaming stuff.
yeah. The major stuff is in the living room, but
Yeah.
we have all the older stuff in here.
Yeah, but you know what? It's one thing I do miss is Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, I miss
Wasn't that the
that.
best? I would sit on the floor in front of my console TV. If you guys remember what a console TV was, the TVs that were actually like furniture. They had wood around them. They had I mean, and then I think the biggest TV was like 25 inches, which back in the day we would see that, and it's like, man, this guy's got a
A
Big,
huge
huge
TV.
TV. It's like 25 inches.
And now compared to like the 65-inch or whatever,
Shoot, 80 inch.
80 inches, 100 inches.
Yeah, it's insane. But then you'd sit there with your cereal, and then you jam your arm all in the box to get the toy out.
Oh, my mom hated that.
I swear, me and my mom would yell at us like, "Don't you dare!" Blah blah blah. Wait till it's down in the bottom.
Me and my brothers thought we were slick, but no, my mom would always be able to tell that we messed around with the cereal box. She would always ask us to wait until the end, and then pull it out. Well, we were savages, that didn't work in our house. It was just like we would grab like a shopping bag or something and like throw everything in there.
We used to do the bowl thing.
The bowl. No,
we would
figured
pour it
out-
into a bowl, get the toy out, and put all the cereal back.
We figured out that if you put it in a bag, it wouldn't spill all over the floor and stuff. It would fall into the bag.
Yeah, but we were masters at that, so we never spilled it.
Oh, we were messy kids, so
Yeah, but Saturday, even cartoons after school was awesome.
Oh man, yeah.
Or remember videotapes? Like, I don't know. Yeah, of course you'd have videotapes
Yeah.
were still around.
Yes.
And then there was rental places, and you actually had to rewind the tape. There was none of this like jumping around like now. And God forbid you don't rewind the tape and take it back.
To Blockbuster because they
Yeah,
charge you. I think it was like $3.
No, I think it was like, wasn't it I thought it was $1.
In the earlier years, that I remember they were $1, and then I remember by
and
the
then
time
it
I
ended
was
up being
old
like
enough,
$3.
yeah, you were. By the time I was like 13
And then
or
after a while,
14.
people just said, you know what, screw you and your $3, and then they just stopped charging it because
Yeah.
people kept like not rewinding the tapes.
And it was like they had this machine that was specifically for rewinding these
Yeah,
movies.
you can buy a special machine.
No, but I'm talking about Blockbuster and
No, I mean you could buy one for your house.
Wow.
You could have like your VCR, and then you could have your rewinder on the side.
Even though the VCR had the rewind button.
Yeah, you can rewind your tapes in there, but then tell me about redundant. Like, I don't know, you'd have to be some kind of weirdo to need a extra rewinder.
Like, how many movies are you watching at the same time?
And then you remember, I don't know if you ever did. Excuse me. I don't know if you ever did this, but there used to be cassettes. There was no I remember when before CDs. That's how old I am. So there was like cassettes that you would listen to your music on. Some people out there are gonna be like, "What's a cassette?" But
oh, Google it.
Google it. But you would record anything and everything on those things, all your favorite music, and then normally you would record off the radio. You'd have to wait for your favorite
You would
song.
sit there with the record and play button at the same time, right? To record.
Yep.
And I remember you'd like have to, and if you were like 2 seconds late, the song was ruined. Like you had to wait until the next time that it played.
Then usually the DJ would ruin the ending, because then they do their like the little station calling or whatever.
Or the DJ that would like sing along to the first like minute of the song.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm not trying to listen to you. Shut up. I want to listen to En Vogue.
And then, like I've said before about the DJ thing, here in our town, especially in the 90s, we had a radio station that would play DJ's mixes. So I was like always recording mixes, like basically studying mixes.
It's funny that you talk about like the radio, because so back when I was growing up here in Chicago, there was a station. If you guys listen from Chicago or are from Chicago or have visited from Chicago at some point in your life in like the 90s, right? 80s, 90s. The oldie station was 104.3.
Yes.
right? And it would play like, the 50s, 60s music. Sometimes it would play like 70s rock. And, you know, um, for some reason or another, one day I decided to not listen to, whatever I listen to on a regular basis. And I put it to 104.3,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I wanted to listen to like some oldies music, some bebop music or whatever. No, I like all sorts of music, and
Well, yeah,
I
so
have a
do I.
special love for like 50s music.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna, and it's been such a long time since I listened to the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear what was it? I heard some rap song. And I remember that I was like, did I put it on the right station?
I
And it
know.
dawned on
I
me.
know where this is going.
It dawned on me. I was like, holy crap. I'm old. This is the
They
oldie
considered
station.
it classic.
They considered it classic.
Oldie. Yeah, it's funny. I was listening to a classic rock station one time, and they played Nirvana.
Oh my
and I'm like,
gosh.
they're considering that classic rock now.
I was so confused because I was like, and I think I even posted it on Facebook. I was like, guys, I think we're officially our parents.
Yeah, that's insane.
Because it had been such a long time since
I remember
listened to
when
the
Nirvana
radio.
first came out,
Man,
and now they're classic rock.
holy crap. Like,
That reminds me, like MTV was a huge thing for me, especially back in the day. That's all I used to watch.
but back then it was different. They didn't have all these like shows.
It turned into utter
it's
garbage.
crap.
Yeah. And then like phones, remember when I don't know if you remember
The brick phones.
well, not brick phones, but phones had cords and you had to dial on them.
Oh, house phones. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then you didn't have
Text
man, I
messaging.
remember when cordless phones became a thing. People were like, "Oh, cordless phones, like fancy."
And now people have cell phones that like
Yeah,
are basically
satellite
computers,
phones,
right?
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, and I don't know if you remember the rotary dial.
Yes.
Those were always fun. And God forbid you dial the wrong number,
Uh-huh.
like then you would have to start over. Well,
No.
I guess you'd have to start over with a touch tone too.
Yeah, but it was annoying because like you would have to do the one
Yeah,
and then
because
wait
you
for it
gotta
to
wait
turn.
to turn. Yeah,
And then it would like whatever the number is, and you would have to wait for it to turn. So you're basically wasting 5 minutes of your life trying to call your grandma or your mom
yeah.
to come pick you up at the mall.
Man, there's like so many things we could talk about when it comes to like old stuff and nostalgia. But yeah, like like we were just talking about the phones and I like internet, speaking of like computer in your pocket or whatever. I mean, I remember before the internet or when what was it? America Online
Oh, dial up.
dial up. Oh my gosh. That was the worst.
That was a horrible impression.
And you'd be trying to download something. Oh my gosh.
And then the phone would ring and it would bump you off.
Yep.
Oh, I hated that. Do you remember well, it was probably a little later, Napster.
Oh yeah. And
Napster and like downloading all the music.
I think there was Kazaa or something like that, LimeWire.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I didn't really get into the whole downloading stuff because that was a big deal when it first came out when MP3s became a thing.
Yeah.
And then, but I never really got into that kind like downloading. I'd always buy the CD or the thing. Well, I would DJ, so I would buy stuff on vinyl.
It was actually my brothers who taught me. Like now they're younger than me, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I walked into the room and they were on the computer.
And they taught you how to be a pirate.
Yes, arg.
Did you have any special nostalgia stories?
I think I have two. The first one is well, I think you were gonna talk about it when Nintendo came out.
Oh, we were talking about that. Yeah. Cause I was playing this one game. It's insane, like the graphics and everything on the games now. But then we were talking about quick story how about the Nintendo. I was it had to have been what 1984 something like that, and this one kid in my class was the first one to get it. So he invited like six of us over from school, and here's six dummies sitting around a console TV. Remember the console TV? The
Yeah.
one with the wood?
Mm-hmm.
So he had we came in the house and there it was, right? The Nintendo Entertainment System just sitting on his TV, and we were all just like in awe. So then we all like of course it was weird too cuz we all sat there, and I don't even think anyone really took turns. We just watched him play.
Oh, that's so greedy.
Yeah, it was weird because he would play and we were watching him. Like I said, I don't know. We might have. I didn't. I know I didn't. But yeah, we were all just standing there, just in awe. And like you see video games now,
And
it's
we were playing with pixels, guys.
yeah, the pixels like little squares, and we were like entertained.
You couldn't tell what Mario was. It was just a little blob.
That's what, now that I think about it, it's just the funniest freaking thing. Just
The sound effects. Beep, boop, beep, boop,
yeah.
beep, boop, beep, beep, beep.
And then here's all of us around there like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that was silly.
No, I remember when Nintendo came out. My mom surprised us with it, and we were like the first kids in the neighborhood to actually have like a Nintendo. So our house was like the spot to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we just brought all of our little friends, and we would take turns playing, and we would fight each other for who's next, and good times.
What was your nostalgia?
My nostalgia thing, I think it was oh, I just lost my train of thought.
What wasn't video game related, was it?
Oh, Zelda.
Okay.
So I'm actually embarrassed to say how many hours I've logged on to the Switch now.
Oh, this is a current one.
Yes, but my love affair with Zelda started back when Nintendo first came out,
Right.
and I was telling my mom because she saw me playing it she saw the DS at her house,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like kind of playing around with it.
You talking about the Switch?
Oh, the Switch, yeah. See, I'm old.
The DS, wow.
Anyways, and my mom's like, "Are you playing Xbox?" I was like, "No, mom, this is not Xbox."
Wow.
I was like, "This is actually an updated version," and I explained it to her.
Oh, the Nintendo.
Yeah. And then she brought up do you guys remember Duck Hunt?
Oh my gosh. I used to hate that little dog.
My mom actually remembered that I got so pissed off at the dog one time.
You tried to shoot it?
No, I threw the gun at the TV and I almost broke the TV. Like the little corner of like the the little plastic gun
Yeah.
came off. It was just like a tiny little corner.
Right.
But to my mom, that was like the worst thing that could happen because that stuff wasn't cheap.
Well, no, she worked hard to get that for
Yeah,
you.
and she was so mad. But it was just I just remember, I guess that was it. Just it's a simple memory.
Yeah, I mean, I could go all day and all night
Oh,
with
for
stories.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm old enough to have a bunch of stories. So, yeah, but everybody out there, just let's learn from our past, not dwell in it, not stay stuck. Um, yeah, I mean, it's okay to think back, but you want to move forward, not backward. So that's, I guess, where we'll leave it today. again, I'm like starting to lose my voice again. So sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you understand me or whatever. And I have Gloria over here mocking me. I don't really, do I sound like that? No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
All right. So feel free to come to the website, look around, just, you know, give us a visit. The website is sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. There you can see different write-ups, things we discuss on the podcast. You'll see, like, funny stuff, useful stuff. Also, if you want to drop us an email, that is sessionsandlessonsunscriptedmail@gmail.com. Feel free, any comments, criticisms, you want to share anything with us, stories. Also, check us out on the socials: X, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Blue Sky. Just look us up and you'll find us. So yeah, hope you guys have a great day, great week. Learn from your mistakes. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and others. Let's make this world a better place. You have anything to say, Gloria?
Bye.
You sounded like a zombie there. All right, we gotta go because she's being weird.
I'm being mean.
I think she needs a nap, her nap time.
All right, guys. Bye bye.
All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.